Velocity TV begins now.
Are you ready?
Ladies and gentlemen, strap yourselves in for the wildest thrill ride of your life. So grab a snack and sit back because we're about to throw it down.
We've got the best three-wide action door-to-door racing out of turn number 4 you'll find on iRacing, right here live on the Full Velocity Racing Network.
We are about to crown tonight's champion, and it's time to let her dig.
We're restacked and repacked off of turn number 4. Who's it gonna be?
And good evening, race fans. Welcome in live to the Full Velocity Racing Network. And we are live tonight inside the Lernerville Speedway in this great state of Pennsylvania. Yes, we got fans in the house tonight. We got them out there in the chat box already. We welcome you in via Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch TV. What is going on? Good, everybody. Phil Lacasse is here. And my partner alongside, as he's been every Tuesday night here recently. It's always good to have my buddy, Mr. Too Tall. Todd Stanton is back alongside. He's taking a break from being in the race car, back at the controls tonight, and a track that Todd loves a lot. Lernerville with the modifieds. We're in for a good night, dude.
Yeah, track that I spent most of my Saturday afternoons with another series, UDRA. They did a Lernerville series with a late model type car, and it was a fantastic showing here. And I expect the same type of showing out of the Mighty Modifieds here at the Lernerville Speedway.
Certainly will. Going to be a great night. The first of our 3 Milner Media and Design heat races are on the grid. So let's take a look at our 3D Racing starting lineup. For heat race number 1 on the pole with the number 16, the points leader will be Jay Place. Great pill draw for him, and alongside the number 07 is Peyton Herron. In row number 2 with the Deuce, that'll be CJ Howell with the 521 of Landon Capps to his outside. In the third row, the 129 is Curtis Uphoff with the number 38 of Larry Townsend. The 42 of Adam Hummerding, he will start in 7th with racing Jason Salter alongside in the number 10. And Dylan Thomas, the Yardbird. We saw him last night on the airwaves in the 305 sprint cars. He's back with us here tonight on FBRN. He's got the number 03, and he will start in position number 9. So we've called for 9, and I think I count 9.
It looks like 9 cars out there. Nope, they're going to have 8 cars out there, Phil. CJ Hall not answering the call, and the Deuce not rolling out on the speedway. Not sure what happened to him in the warm-up session. As we get locked and loaded here, Phil, any pre-race predictions here before we go heat racing action? What do you think is going to happen with some of these guys?
They're going to go left. There's going to be no walls to catch them. And somebody is probably going to slide off the berm. That's my prediction.
I would almost say that somebody is going to go for a ride down off the back straightaway. As we go green flag, racing the iRacing I flag. Green flag is out. And Jay Place leads the charge down into turn number 1.
Jay Place going to lead them on to turn number 2 on the opening lap. The race already will go for that second spot between Peyton Herron and the 07, who gets wickedly crossed up. He will run the middle lane now, as we are split 3 wide out of 4. You put the likes of Landon Capps in the mix there, Curtis Uphoff in the mix, 1 lap complete, and already calling on the pace truck because we have a caution flag on the speedway.
The yellow flag is out. The Team Hart Motorsports yellow flag is out, and going to slow these guys down, restack and repack the field here for the Mighty Modifieds at Lernerville. Going to see what happened here, Phil, as it looks like maybe something happened to the 07. I'm going to go off on a limb here. the 07 maybe going for a ride. We're going to take a look see. Here, yep, indeed, going sideways is the 07. Looks like he had maybe a little bit of contact, maybe a little help. Here, we'll see what happens down in the corner. Yep, he had contact from Curtis Uphoff. He goes around. He goes completely 90 degrees down towards the infield there, Phil, and that was enough to bring out a yellow flag. Curtis Uphoff knows he did wrong. He already stopped down to the bottom side of the speedway. He lets him back by. He knows he's going to the tail end, and it's definitely always good to see a driver knowing that he did wrong, Phil, and dropping to the end.
You're right. There's not a whole lot of accountability in sim racing much anymore, but hey, he knew he did wrong and didn't need to wait around the penalty. He went and took it. And even if he didn't take it, they gave him the EOLL penalty anyway. So Kurt's a good guy. We love seeing him out there with us, and he'll drop to the tail end of what is heat race number 1. We will go 10 laps around as we always do with the heats here on a Tuesday night. And there were only 1 lap complete. We'll get 2 in the books. We go back to green, but want to say hey to our buddy Sam, Blade Known Motorsports out there watching. It's Phil and Todd in the booth. That's the classic.
Tyler
Blankenship out.
Tyler's out there. He's been waiting for this all day. What's he been waiting for? It's something usually I say about a poop.
Hey, a big shout out to Tyler Blankenship coming up there with Type TV, our official online streamer here with the Full Velocity Racing Network. I tell you, if we're not live, go over to Type TV, give him a like, give him a follow, share his link out there, let everybody know here that he is the official streamer of the Full Velocity Racing Network. We've got some cool things we're going to announce a little bit later, Phil. Maybe not on this broadcast, but can maintain to our social media, and we'll have a great announcement coming out here, the stuff that we're going to cover there from Type TV. And that green flag is out. The number 16 machine, your race leader, Jay Placey, is your current points leader here in the Full Velocity Racing Network. Modified Touring Series presented by JP Designs. Second is Landon Caps right now. And number 521, the 38 is now in good battle with the 42 machine of Adam Homerding there, Phil, as those guys go at it. Oh, the 38 gets loose and clipped the outside berm there. And he's going to cause a little bit of carnage there with Jason Salter.
Yeah, and there's enough to bring out our second yellow flag of this one. Yellow on the speedway. Keep in mind, top 2 are going to transfer on into the main event. Top 2. So a lot of racing left to go, but yellow on the speedway. We just passed halfway. 5 laps in the book. 5 laps remain, and we'll take a look-see back with our J-Max Strong Full Velocity Instant Replay. And you will see it looked like it was Larry Townsend got all crossed up over in 3, and enough to stack them all up, and I think Jason Salter getting a piece.
And now the 38 driving off the embankment here, Phil, under pace laps. Not sure if he's seen something out there, maybe even a squirrel. It's something, Phil. He just went off the back straightaway, doing a little bit of sightseeing here at Lernerville. It's beautiful down there.
Sure it is. I'd love to go out there one day and check it out. Maybe he saw like a tire iron or something, or whatever he may have seen. But Todd probably could use one here a little while ago. Todd had a long night. Todd's with us. Todd's with the feet up. So Todd had a very interesting evening.
Want me to enlighten the viewers?
Go for it. I mean, why not? I've already reserved a line. I've been waiting to do this all day for a poop, so we dropped that already. Yeah, you enlighten us too.
Well, I can enlighten us here. Yellow flag, lights still up atop the iRacing.com pace car. Looks like they're going to distinguish. So we're going to do a real quick version of this story. Phil, as you know, I went outside. I was changing my brake pads, trying to change brake pads on the truck. You know what happens when between steel and aluminum and oxidizes? It makes it so hard to get the wheel off to get to the brake pads. Well, I don't have a sledgehammer tonight for some reason. I don't have a sledgehammer anywhere around here. Instead, I usually kick it. So I decided to kick the wheel. I missed the wheel and hyperextended my knee somehow. Old football injury. My knee is swollen up. It took me 30 minutes to walk to the house here tonight before I got to this broadcast. So yeah, it's not feeling very well. It is burning inside my knee. It's on fire, just like the racing right now.
Well, we are back to green, so we are going there. And yeah, unfortunately, Todd's a little worn out and leg hurts. Yeah, I had him unbuckled here earlier. I took a tumble down the basement stairs about an hour ago, so I kind of feel your pain. Guess we're both getting old and breaking down. And glad we have guys like Ron around here, because Ron can do some broadcasting for us from time to time. But I think he's out there moonlighting as a driver. I don't see Ron do that too much anymore, so that'll be cool to see as we are back to racing here in Already 2 laps to go, signal been given, and this time out of 3 and 4, well, Jay Place, the race leader, he will receive the white flag.
Yeah, white flag out. The Bad Racing teammates 1 and 2 there, Phil. Looking at the number 5 machine and the 16, that Jay Place machine down the back straightaway for the final time. Dives it off into turn 3 and off of turn number 4. Looks like the 5 not going to have anything left for the 16 of Jay Place, taking down Heat Race number 1 here in the Milner Design and Media Heat Racing action here. Heat 1 in the books, Phil.
Heat 1 of the books. Jay Place and Landon Capsule transfer on into the A main. We'll send the other drivers into the LCQ, the B main tonight, which we certainly will have. And I think with 25 cars here, we may send one of them home. So we may have some drama left to rock and roll here at Lernerville. But we have our Milner Media and Design Heat Race number 2 rolling out on the Speedway. So at the 3D Racing starting lineup, here's Tom.
Yeah, starting on the pole here with a 3D Racing starting lineup, Logan Herring aboard the number 120 machine is rolling off out to his outside in the number 18. That is Bryce Daffrin. Bryce Daffrin in that number 18 machine. Inside row, a number 2 in the third starting spot, the number 8 machine. That is Jeremy Vaughn. Outside him, Dixon Slinger. And car number 51, love the name. He's done pretty well for me lately. Rolls off in that 4th spot there, Phil. Good pill draw for him. Torn shirts in the number 33 machine. Going to roll off in position number 5. And his dance brother outside, that is Bradley P. Wilson in car number 51. Inside row, number 4 in the 5th starting spot. Yeah, let's go. 7th starting spot. That is Derek Vedkenauer. And outside him, the number 17. That's the Tennessee Tumbler. That's Brett Rolls. Whew. 8 calls we guard for. 8 cars we have out there, and man, I need some pain pills, Phil.
We changed the nickname on Rolls. The artist formerly known as the Tennessee Tumbler, he is now Wreck-It Rolls.
It doesn't stick with it. Tennessee Tumbler's better. He tumbles.
Oh, the commonality there, he tumbles and he wrecks. And you say that about Brett. My son, I can say what I want about him. He'll take it. And if not, Sam can back me up on it. He's out there watching. But let's go green flag racing here, 10 laps around. We'll put the green in the air. We got Logan Herron and Bryson Dapper in that number 18 car. He will lead the way up the outside lane, and he will look down to the left side of the 120 as we go door to door for the lead on a 4.
Yeah, Logan Herring right now holding on to the top spot. Look it down to the bottom. That's Bryce Daffrin in car number 18 trying to slide it up. Almost hits the door of the 120 machine. Now that leaves the door wide open for Dixon Slinger. Slinger down to the inside. Almost a 2-for move here through 3 and 4. Dixon gets around 1. Can't quite get around the other. Herring still holds on to the top spot. Here comes 18 firing back down to the inside. The 18 of Bryce Daffrin now fires back. Crossover by the 51 of Dixon Slinger. He's trying to move back into second. Can he pull that 2 for a 3 and 4? Nope, slide job. Crossover by the number 18 of Daffrin. He's back at it for that second spot.
This is the perfect car and track combination here. Lernerville and the Modifieds, these guys can put one heck of a show on. And you're seeing it happen here with this change up of slider lines. They're exchanging. Dixon Slinger and Bryson Dapper doing a hell of a job racing for second and trying to make their way around the race leader, Logan Herron. Logan doing a really good job on the 120. He's rode the cushion just absolutely perfectly, and he leads 2 really good cars who are racing there for second, but it looks like now give the spot to Dapper as we exit 4.
Yeah, halfway home in the number 18 machine now. Daffrin back down to the inside of the 120 again. Over there in 1 and 2 down the back straight of a crossover. By Herring back down to the inside in turn number 3, sliding right up in front of the nose of that number 18 of Daffrin, but Daffrin that time by 4 to go at the line. Going to lead that one again, Phil, here, leading 1 lap so far in that number 18 machine. The 120 firing back, trying to do it on the outside. Door slams shut. Now the 120 goes down the inside, slider of his own through 3 and 4, and he goes up and off the cushion. He's going to lose more. Upside down. We have a turtle temporarily. No, and then he spins around on the front straightaway. Up in the air, Phil Spinneroonie. The best that he could do there, spin around like a top. The 120 machine of Logan Herring goes from first to last.
I didn't know there was a such thing as a temporary turtle, but we just saw one right there.
Through a potato, Phil.
Potato. I do like potatoes.
That's what you're broadcasting through. That's what Sam just said.
Broadcasting through a potato?
I thought it was a solo cup.
Oh,
Solo cup.
All right. I'll have to tell Sam the story of my microphone off the air because
Rated R.
It kind of is.
Definitely rated R there. Once again, got to thank everyone for tuning in. Quite a few viewers out there. Make sure you share us out there. Share our link. Let everybody know the Full Velocity Racing Network is live. Tomorrow night we have Wednesday night street fights in store for you here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. That should be fantastic. And some good racing going on there. Like I said, if you're not watching Full Velocity, head on over to Ty B TV. Check him out. He does some pretty cool things over there. Love his rig, Phil. I don't know if you've ever checked out Tyler Blankenship's rig, but man, I think everyone needs to have one of those. Tyler should buy them for everyone.
That's
what do you think, Tyler?
Idea. If he bought me a rig, I would iRace once a month.
All right, so
more than I do now.
Let me put this out there to the fans that are watching. I am back iRacing, okay? The way to get on an announcer's bad side is to boot him from a server, okay? Let me warn y'all that, because I have the voice, I have the gift of gab here on the Full Velocity Racing Network, just like Phil. Hey, getting booted out of servers for, I don't know, reasons, because I asked for a black flag being cleared, Phil. I don't think so. There's nothing in the rules. You didn't state anything. So I'll leave the names out of it right now, but if I get kicked out of the server again by the same person, then maybe I'll say something. Then we'll all go over there and lynch mob. That's what it's going to be.
Well, I love you, Todd. You're my best friend in the world, but I was watching that race. You made a pinball. You made a pinball machine proud. Let's put it that way. You're doing a good job. Shouldn't have got removed. But we're going to remove the green from this one because the checkered flag has already gone in the air as we're having a silly time. Bryson Dafford going to pick up the win over Dixon Slinger. Torrin Schurz will grab third. Brett Rolls, Jeremy Vaughn, Bradley Wilson, Logan Heron, Derek Fedkenhauer will round out the field there for heat race number 2. But 2 is not enough. We're going to go for a third heat race here tonight. Third and final one of the evening. I believe we have 8 cars at the ready. What's our lineup going to look like here?
Starting on the pole here for heat race number 3 for the Milner Design and Media heat race 3. That is Jack Ritz aboard the 777 machine. In his day, it's a part of the outside, driving the number 13. That's the Rockstar DJ Kolonowski. Inside row number 2, Full Velocity Racing Network's own number 68. That's Raging Ron Piles. And outside him, the number 61. Let's see if Josh Peacock can do something here tonight, starting from that 4th spot. He'd like to win a race, Phil. He's got a lot of seconds. He's been bridesmaid quite a bit. So we'll see what Josh Peacock has in store for us here, starting from the 4th spot here and heat race number 3. 5th starter, the number 89 machine. That is John Kennedy and J-Rod Hazen aboard the number 9 machine. Going to roll off position number 6. Dustin Hall and car number 574. Going to roll off position number 7. And 8th starter will be Phil's favorite race car driver. That's Casey Brunson aboard car number 10.
There is. I'm happy to see Casey. He snuck in here a little bit late, but better late than pregnant. Good to do a 10 car out there with us tonight, and haven't talked to Casey in a little while, so maybe we do start doing the post-race show when you hear how that sport mod has been running. Casey's a good dude. We love him to death, and we'll hopefully check him out a little bit later on. But he will start Tail and Charlie for heat race number 3, and we got a lot of good ones here. Jack Ritz been running great. He's on the pole. DJ Kilonowski. Raging Ron with us out here tonight in a race car with Josh Peacock, and look behind him, you got guys like John Kennedy and Jaron Hazen. They can bust out with good runs anytime. Good to see Dustin Hall back on. It's been a while we called his name on the airwaves. So he's out there in the 574, and then so the aforementioned Mr. Brunson out there with number 10. 8 cars at the ready. We're going to go 10 laps around. The lights are out around the speedway, and I'm looking around and peeking at some cars, and I look at the inside of number 2. Raging Ron is in a Brett Rolls backup car. Ron, that's not going to go fast. Green flag's in the air.
Yeah, green flag's in the air. Want to remind everyone out there, if you like what you see here on the Full Velocity Racing Network, make sure you hit that star donation button or even the supporter badge. Why not become a supporter of the Full Velocity Racing Network? There's going to be some key things. It's going to be rated R. Oh, DJ Kolonowski going off the embankment over there in turns 3 and 4. Gets it back right in the right direction. He's last, but why not to get a supporter role? Phil, I tell you what, some fantastic things coming. I know we talked a little bit earlier, but some fantastic things may be coming. R-rated streams from myself and you. You know, if you enjoy watching the back of an NR3 show, tune in to Phil's stream. If you enjoy watching Todd Stanton wreck and get extremely infuriated with everybody in the server, not saying some words, but saying other words, hey, watch it. Let's going to be fantastic. I'm going to tell you, Phil, it's going to be new life here in the Full Velocity Racing Network. Going to be some different things. That's why we're called a network. Going to add some new things and spice it up a little bit for our viewership out there. As Jack Ritz right now continues to be your leader here in heat race number 3. Second is Josh Peacock. Peacock having a good run there. And the number 61 machine. And Ron Piles up to the top side in Brett Roll's backup car. He must have commandeered his best motor that he had in the shop, Phil. I don't know how long it's going to hold on, though, because he's got some very, very old squirrels in that one.
It probably does. It's probably the one Tupper took a flip with last week, so I'm sure that's what's in Ron's car, but he's doing a heck of a job. Ron's really good at one of those. He's best tracked by absolutely watch him do races here all the time when he goes out here in his Legends car and whatnot. He's a good driver. Our colleague Raging Ron with Brendan here at the Full Velocity Racing Network. He runs in the 3rd spot. He is trying to run his way to a transfer, and Jack Ritz is leading the way, the 777 over the 61 of Josh Peacock. How about this Jack Ritz character, Todd? He's been on fire here recently. Guy who picked up his first win a couple of weeks ago, he has clicked off podium finish after podium finish. He has had a really solid middle part of the season.
They definitely have a solid part of the season here, Phil. And watching out there in the chat box and play note out there talking about background sound, sounding like chihuahuas running across hardwood floors, all kinds of things across the broadcast. You're eating out of a potato. You're doing whatever with a potato. We don't want to know what you do in your spare time with a potato. But the 777 and Jack Ritz, we know what he does in his spare time, and that's practice, Phil. He's leading us about here.
Sam, I have a story for you. I'll send it to you offline here during the national anthem. How's that? You'll get the tale of why I sound the way I do. Not a very happy tale, I'll tell you that much. But good tales going on right now for the 777 as he leads, but Josh Peacock and Ron Piles, they have the old disagreement of space in turn 2, and Peacock, did he go around on the checkered flag already?
Yeah, checkered flag is out, Phil.
My goodness, that went quick.
It did. We got talking, and don't see any star donations out there either, Phil.
No.
Been kind of quiet.
Sure did. I didn't even get the finishing order there for the 3rd heat.
That's okay, because we have the B main in store for you.
B main, and this is going to be interesting because we're going to go 15 laps. There are 19 cars scheduled if they all start, and 18 are going into the main event. 18 cars. So one will go home. And I'm going to take a guess if he didn't start or he's not going to grade it, maybe the 2 car. Let's take a look at the 3D Racing starting lineup for the B main. On the pole, number 10, racing Jason Salter. Number 33 alongside of Torrin Shirts. In row number 2, number 68, or 17, call it, Raging Ron Piles, the 42 of Adam Hummerding next to him. The Tennessee Tumbler, old Wreck-It rolls with number 17. He will start 5th with the 89 of El Presidente. John Kennedy to the outside of row number 3. The Yardbird Dylan Thomas will start 7th with the 03 with the 8 of Jeremy Vaughn to his outside. J-Ron, Jaron Hazen with the number 15. He will start in the 9th spot. The number 38 of Larry Townsend next to him. Bradley P. Wilson will start number 51 car of the 11th starting position with Casey Brunson next to him. In the number 10, Curtis Uphoff and Logan Heron will make up row number 7 with Dustin Hall and Peyton Heron making up the 8th row. Derek Fedgenhauer, DJ Kilinowski, and CJ Howell scheduled to go in position 19 in the Deuce.
Not there.
But he's not there, so the old proverbial, we got 18 cars. We're going to transfer 18. They're all going to make it.
So now you want, Phil, what you want is a good starting spot. So guess what? Drive it like you sold it. Heck, you already made it in. Might as well make it to the front as far as you can. And
you win this race, you start 7th.
Yeah, you want to start 7th. Why wouldn't you?
I'd even start 8th, 9th, 10th. And I could make the A main with 18 cars in there. Maybe not.
I want to cost.
All right, either way, we're going to go 15 laps around. We're going to have some fun. We're having a good time, and happy you've all tuned in here live tonight. The Full Velocity Racing Network is the green flag is up in the air, and it's going to be racing Jason Salter. But that's a new skin there for the number 10 car. That is pretty sporty. He will lead Torrin Shirts down to the turn 3.
Yeah, Torrance Church right now trying to dive down to the bottom of the speedway there. Car number 33, the Lucas Oil number 33, is now getting challenges from also the 42 of Adam Homerding. Homerding down to the inside there momentarily. Salter trying to pull away. Run away and hide in the Full Velocity Racing Network number 10 machine. I see some other sponsors on there. I'll give a shout out to them later. But a 33 Lucas Oil Torrance Church right now running in that second spot. Adam Homerding, Ron Piles in the borrowed number 17 of Brett Rolls' car. Right now currently running in the fourth spot, and then Brett Rolls running fifth in the same identical car. Make it a little bit confusing there for you, Phil. If you don't pay attention to your screen, you're not going to know who they are.
Yeah, Phil's normally confused. That doesn't really matter. Doesn't take a whole lot to confuse me nowadays. I'll tell you what, I'm happy we even pay attention to the screen. We just see dirt flying into these cars, kind of doing a G-dive go through the corner, but hey, good run going on for the race leader. Look up front, car number 10, Jason Salter leading the way, but Adam Homerding, he has chased him down, and Adam from the outside of row number 2, well, he's going to make a bit to the lead. That 42 car, he is on a rail down the back chute.
And definitely doing a fantastic job is that number 42, as he's trying to reel in the number 10 racing Jason Salter, about 10 car lengths back here with 9 laps remaining. Ron Piles running in that third spot. And car number 17, Torrance Church running in fourth. Brett Rolls running fifth. I don't know for how long, because Dylan Thomas has looked a couple different times down the inside. 3 wide down to the inside is Dylan Thomas. And that number 03 machine coming off of turn number 4. We're going to see 8 laps to go. The 15 of J-Rod Hazen up on the top shelf, trying to let her eat up there, Phil. Putting that right rear right on the cushion here around Lernerville, and able to get some type of momentum build up. But that 03 is trying to go the quickest way around, and that's to the bottom of the speedway so far rolling in. But I tell you, the top's where it's at right now.
Really is. They're letting it eat up there, and J-Rod, 15, Jared Hazen doing a really good job. Look ahead of him, and you see a good battle going on between, I believe that's Brett Rolls to the inside, Corin Shirts right there, number 33. That is racing for the fourth spot. A couple of really good drivers. They're going to go toe-to-toe. That's for fourth over in turn 1.
Yeah, for that fourth spot, like you said there, between Rolls and Shirts. Then you got J-Rod Hazen right there looking to do something. Here comes the 17 machine, rolls up the front side nose of the 33 Torrance Church. Back to a side-by-side battle there between the 33 and the 17. Casey Brunson starting to come up through the field too. And car number 10, he was deep in the field there, Phil. Now running in that 8th spot is Casey Brunson. He's trying to make some headway there, trying to get a good starting spot here for tonight's feature event here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. For the Full Velocity Racing Network Modified Touring Series presented by JP Design.
Doing a good job. I don't think Casey got any practice on the 10 car either, so he went out there basically cold car, no laps, and doing a good job here in the B. He's doing a really good job, Mr. Casey. So we'll see if he's a player in our 35-lap main event, but this one's running out of time. Already through turns number 3 and 4, the race leader racing Jason Salter. He's being greeted by the 2 sticks down. We got 2 laps remaining in the B main.
Yeah, popsicle sticks up in the air there for Jason Salter. Adam Homerding still running in the second spot. He's been contested a couple different times with Ron Piles. And car number 17, guess what, Phil? All that action, all that lead gone, disintegrated there for the number 10 and Jason Salter. Yellow flag out on the field. We'll take a quick look-see. See what brought out a J-Max, Journey J-Max Strong instant replay here on the Full Velocity Racing Network.
All right, Todd's got the cameras, so he will give you a look for sure. As I missed that one as well. I was watching what was going on up here from the front. Humberding and Piles, Shirts and Hazen had a good run. Why in the world are we going to yellow? That was a good race shaping up.
The 129 going off the embankment. Not sure why that caused the yellow flag, but it was enough. Flagger had one and too many adult beverages, Phil.
Oh, that sounds really, really good right now. Thanks, Todd.
You're welcome.
Tyler Blankenship's got to
be out there somewhere. We only see
one comment from him.
I'm going to say hello to Susan out there watching DJ. Good to see Susan. She's been a stalwart every night. We see the name DJ Kalinowski. Susan's always out there watching. Travis is out there watching as well, asking, how do I get involved in this? Well, this is iRacing, obviously. and you want to join the FBRN Modified Touring Series here in the iRacing Simulation, get a hold of these drivers. Get a hold of the guys, Bradley Wilson, Josh Peacock, Jaron. You guys do a really good job taking care of the series over here. We just put the title sponsor on it. We have a fun time there on Tuesday nights. But Travis, you want to get involved? Come iRacing, come get dirty in the dirt, and maybe we'll call your name in one of these great leagues sometime. We have a green light checker to settle this one. And let's see who's going to take this to win down, Todd. We're back to green.
Yeah, back to green flag racing. Down the back straightaway, the number 10 racer, Jason Salter, leads the charge for the final time. Off into turn number 3. It looks like Ron Piles trying for the second spot, but Salter going to take down the main victory. Second going to go to Adam Omerdig. Third to Ron Piles. Fourth to Torrance Schurz, J. Rod Hazen. The fifth, Casey Brunson. Sixth, Dylan Thomas. Seventh, Dustin Hall, John Kennedy. Round out your 10 cars. Top 10, I should say.
Yep, sure is. That's going to do it there. So qualifying rounds are done. The B main is done. A 35-lap main event coming up next. But before we get there, let's go trackside for the playing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right, National Anthem getting us started here tonight on a very good night for the Full Velocity Racing Network. Liberal Speedway Modified Series presented by JP Designs. Let's go to it really quick. Our Full Velocity starting lineup here tonight, Todd.
Now your 3D Racing starting grid is going to be on the pole. The current points leader, number 16 of Jay Place, is Dave Support outside, driving the number 18. That's Bryce Stafford.
Jack Ritz will go third on the 777. Landon Caps on the 521 alongside.
Rolling out fifth will be Dixon Slinger in the car number 51. Josh Peacock rolling out the sixth spot in 61.
Jason Salter on the number 10. Adam Hubbarding the 42. We're on row 4.
Row 5 sees Raging Ron Piles and Torrance Schurz in the 33.
Jaron Hazen and Casey Brunson in row 6.
Row 7 sees Dylan Thomas and Dustin Hall.
John Kennedy and Derek Fetkenhauer roll off positions 15 and 16.
17th spot will be Bradley Wilson in the 51 and DJ Kalinowski in the 13.
Logan Heron and Larry Townsend make up row number 10.
Row 11 is Peyton Herring and Curtis Zephoff.
Jeremy Vaughn and Brett Rolls complete a 24-car roll call tonight as we're into number 3 and 4. iRacingIFlag.com. Green flag in the air. Let's go to it. 35 green flag laps.
At 35 green flag laps in the number 16 of Jay Place immediately goes to the top shelf of the Speedway. Number 18 of Bryce Dapper, now right there in a good battle with Jack Ritz and almost going 3 wide there. Looks like Dixon Slinger down to the extreme bottom. In car number 51, he is fighting it out there. A little bit of contact over there, almost 4 wide as Dapper and Ritz got together there just a tad bit, Phil, going into turns 1 and 2.
Certainly did. Good racing going on there. Racing forward is at 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Through turns number 3 and 4, but the race leader is the points leader, Jay Place, who will lead them out of the 4th turn, car number 16, but this race for 2 on back. It is too good to miss. Slinger and Dapper there. Hampton is, they make a little touchy little contact, and also Salter and Josh Peacock. They're locked in a battle for 5th over 3.
That's a good battle going on throughout the field here. So far, 4 laps complete of 35, and Jay Place to the outside, Ritz down to the bottom. Dixon Slinger right there running in that 3rd spot. Then you got the bad racing number 5 machine on the top shelf of the Speedway. And then Josh Peacock, car number 61. It looks like Jason Salter down to the extreme inside. But I was trying to get out of my mouth that time by Phil. But at number 10 of Salter trying to make his way up through. And the 5 gets a whale of run on the 51 of Dixon Slinger.
Certainly does. Good run there for Landon Capps as he's going to look for the 3rd spot around Dixon Slingers. We race it off turn number 4. Let's put 5 laps of 35 complete. A lot of racing left to go here tonight. The 4/10 mile, but the race leader is Jay Place, and he is somewhere, not quite in his own zip code yet, but he is approaching it. Jack Ritz runs 2nd. The race is back here for 3rd on back. How about for 5th? Salter and Peacock. That's a good battle down the back chute.
Definitely a good battle there with Salter and Peacock. Yellow flag going to come out and destroy that battle here, Phil. Let's find out what happened here in the full velocity racing hour.
All right, yellow flag on the Speedway. First one in our feature event now with 7 laps going to be complete, so we'll slow it on down. We'll take a little peek-see around the racetrack, and we'll see why in the world are we under our first Team Hard Motorsports yellow on the feature event. What's the J-Max Journeys Full Velocity replay say?
Trying to catch up, Phil, to see what caused that one. Not sure.
Trying to help you. I'm just kind of not going to
somebody in the wall.
I think it was Curtis. Curtis got into it with Larry Townsend. I believe that's where the contact was.
Yeah, Curtis up off going off the track here. 129. We showed it here on the J-Max Journey, J-Max Strong Instant Replay. So that's what happened there, Phil. You were correct.
Got something right. Doesn't happen often. But we'll take a win where we get one. So let's go with that as we get a Delaware double file restart ready to unload. Jay Place going to lead the way over Jack Ritz and Landon Capps. They're on that 2nd row. Green flag back in the air, and Jay Place hits that accelerator down. They'll lead the way off 2.
And just watching, we're going to go right back to yellow flag here at Lernerville Speedway in Summer, Pennsylvania. We're going to go back to a J-Max Journey Instant Replay. I'm not sure who's going to be involved in this one, Phil. We'll take another look-see here, but I'm not sure if it was...
This one here, I may not be a whole lot of help, but I would say look around the 15 of Jaron Hazen.
Not looking like we're going to get an instant replay of that time, Phil.
Unfortunate. It looks like things kind of doing a little dipsy-do on you. I believe maybe Jaron may have been abducted by Gomer and the aliens. He was on my screen, then he was off. And I'm not sure if that stacked the cars up or whatever happened, but I do know the aliens have abducted Jaron Hazen.
Man, the alien's going to have to put him back down. We can't have that kind of stuff. Can't be abducting drivers. We have a shortage here in iRacing. Can't have that happening, can we, Phil?
J-Ron's life matters.
Yes, it does. Bring him back.
I don't think they want to take. I don't think they want to give him back. He may have some valuable intel. Jaron's a pretty eclectic, weird dude. Good kid, love him to death. But he will definitely wear out Gomer, and he will eventually spin him back out. But we have the green flag back on the speedway. Jay Place, Jack Ritz, Landon Caps, Dixon Slinger, and Dylan Thomas in the 03. And that is our top 5 still early on. Now we're going to put 9 of 35 complete. Good thing is, we're back to green, and we have a good race going on back here for the second spot. Landon Caps versus Dixon Slinger. They're door-to-door off the 2.
And I've been watching the race lead. Here's where Sheffield Graphics on board with Jack Ritz. As Ritz way down to the extreme bottom, trying to fight it there with Jay Place. And Jay Place gets a whale of a run on the outside. You can see it just out of the right-hand corner here with that 777. Great Sheffield Graphics onboard camera.
Thank you to Mike Sheffield at Sheffield Graphics. So we will see Mike and the gang at the Adrenaline Rush Online Racing League this coming Monday night. A truck series is going to start up, and we will have all 12 races right here, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, every Monday night. So tune in here live, the Full Velocity Racing Network. And thank you to Mike Sheffield, Sheffield Graphics. Takes good care of us, and we'll take good care of him coming up this season. Check those guys out in a good cyclic tank. Mike will hook you up. We are hooked up with a good race going on here. This race for third of it watching is a good one. Race for the lead has settled down, but Caps versus Slinger has been good, but it's slowed down now. It looks like we have a yellow flag back on the speedway.
Yeah, the yellow flag looks to be Adam Hornady going off the embankment, Phil. You've been right again. You said it was going to swallow up some cars. Adam Hornady this time off 3 and 4. Goes over the embankment, and you're going to have to join Tailend Charlie in car number 42.
Tough break for Mr. Adam, and I didn't hear the yellow flags out. You guys can hear I got stuff bleeding on over through the broadcast. I apologize. I'm down on equipment at the moment, and sure when I'll be back to my normal capability, but we'll do our best with what we got. So I had to pull some of the in-game sound down, and kind of takes a little bit of the information I have away. Don't hear the driver communication. Don't really have a clue what's going on. I almost feel naked. Not a good thing when you're a broadcaster.
Now it's going to go back to Delaware double file restarts. Just waiting for these guys to go back to green flag racing on lap 12 here of 35. Yellow flag laps do not count here for the modified touring series. Pace truck in. iRacing high flag. Green flag back out. And Jay Place leads the charge down into turn number 1. Jack Ritz down to the inside in that 777. Down to the extreme bottom of the 51. And Dixon Slinger trying to make something happen. The 5 also up to the top shelf of the speedway. That is Landon Caps' teammate to the 16 of Jay Place. Sure, they're probably on the same setup here as they're watching 2 distinct groups form. We got the bottom of the speedway where they're down there catfishing it. And we got the top shelf of the speedway where they're ripping the lip up top. That's normally where it goes, but Jay Place immediately goes right dropping down to the bottom, Phil. I think he found some extra moisture to propel that car off the corner.
Certainly did, and I think I'll tell you what, the 51 of Dixon Slinger, he did as well. As he slung that thing deep to the inside to 3 and 4. He's around Jack Ritz. Put the 51 car now up to the second spot. He took Landon Caps with him. Jack will fire back down on the inside, and we have a caution back on the speedway.
Unfortunately, another yellow flag coming out on the speedway. Going to take a real quick gander at the instant replay. Looks like that number 07 of Peyton Herring, Phil, looks like he's coming off the track. Nope, he went off the embankment, came to a stop, and what iRacing does, it's a lot like real racing, Phil. You see somebody come to a stop, yellow flag comes out, and the magic car, and they start driving away.
You guys on the dirt don't do that too, do you?
Oh, they do it all the time. All over the place, you get a flat tire. I can't damn any driver, Phil. I'm going to tell you because I've done it myself, being a driver. Get a flat tire, cause the caution, magically get back up to speed, go in and get my tire changed because they give you 2 courtesy laps, and come back out in the speedway. What really messes you up is when the flagger says, enough is enough. He's had 2 flat tires. We're going to throw the green flag the next lap.
I've seen it go one step further. I've seen guys do that, and when the car magically starts rolling, well, they get held and docked a lap. Takes that ditch right off the table. You spin out, you got an issue, that car's still running. Well, some tracks I've been to, it better still be going, because if not, you're going to pay a pretty hefty penalty, and that's by that 1 lap. And sometimes that 1 lap is pretty detrimental. So that game has been played since the end of time. The end of time. Spin out, flat tire, whatever. Nothing makes a car start faster than a yellow flag. Nothing makes us start talking faster than a green flag. That's what we have now as it returns to the speedway. We are now, 16 laps of 35 complete, so just about halfway. Jay Place going to lead, but the race for 2 rages on. Dixon Slinger's back there. Jack Ritz is back there. Landon Capps is there. It was a good race coming out for second on back out of 4.
A good race. I thought we had some stars out there that didn't get the star donations like we said.
No.
We got the yellow flag. There, as you said.
Can we page Dr. Green?
I don't know if it's too soon for Dr. Green. I don't know if I want the bill. I can't really go into debt here tonight, Phil. Definitely gotta pay some bills. We're gonna wait and see what's going to happen here.
But we have fans.
We do have fans. You're right. We're in Pennsylvania. That's a big state compared to New York.
Right.
Everybody don't agree with it. I've had fans say on different posts of mine, a lot of tracks in New York State are running fans. Well, I'm going to tell you that you're wrong. Indeed wrong, because fans not allowed in the stands no matter where you're at, unless you're in some other areas. I mean, you could probably get away with it, but yeah, the fans aren't in the stands, and the people like to complain about it, but we're just going to just leave it at that.
And some good tracks have attempted to go on, and they do stupid things like get their liquor license revoked.
Yes.
Just for trying to provide a service, just for being in business. Imagine if the law and arm of the law came after us, trying to put us out. Man, I feel just awful for a lot of these short track owners out there around the country that are struggling just to survive. And we've seen way too many tracks fall off the grid the last few years, just in normal times. Imagine now with the handcuffs of not being able to operate. So that's for sure. Hearts go out to them. We hope to bring all the entertainment we can. We're certainly missing all the great short tracks around the country. Just like this one here in Lernerville, where happily there's a good race going on. We got fans in the stands, and we're back to green. And we are approaching halfway now. 17 laps going to be complete. Cross flags go down, and it's Jay Place leading, but it's not very comfortable, is it?
Yeah, Dixon Slinger right there in that number 51 machine. He was able to get around Jack Ritz there, Phil. Landon Capps right there in that car number 5. But look at Casey Brunson go. Up on the top shelf of the speedway. He is up there ripping the lip and wasting no time. And car number 10 trying to get himself in the top 5. And look at that shot out of a cannon. 3 cars almost in the corner for Casey Brunson.
He's digging. And he's got that thing ripping to the outside lane. Case is he doesn't get nearly enough love. He's a hell of a driver. Really acclaimed. Does a hell of a job in the dirt. That 10 car is up to the outside lane. He is running his way from the back. Well, he's going to run 5th, and him and Dylan Thomas, a good race going on for, what is that, 5th spot over in 3.
Good battle going on for that 5th spot, Phil. We were talking about this as we continue to have great racing here. Talking about going out and helping the local short tracks and doing what we can to sponsor events there, Phil. I do have to say that we did get a big thank you from Dave Rosa, the number 61, for the extra money from Full Velocity Racing Network for the Great Sportsman winner last week. I did get a big thank you from him. He appreciated it a lot, especially in that time. And he also goes, well, I raced Open Sportsman tonight, and I really destroyed my car. That extra money is going to help me rebuild it. So that's good. I'm glad that went a long way. Just wanted to let you fans know, everybody that's been involved with Full Velocity, that's where some of our stuff goes, that you guys donate. We help out local short tracks. We help out people. We help out the communities in general. So it's a great thing to hear about that.
We're just kind of all one outstretched community for the virtual world, the real world. We'll string it together. We definitely keep tabs. We're definitely all active in that world for sure. So yeah, great things we're doing. Glad that all went well, and we appreciate all the thank yous you got from that. We'd like to do some more with some different racetracks. So, you know, a promoter out there struggling to keep the track running in these trying times, get a hold of us. We'll see what we can do to promote here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Is we have a caution flag back on the speedway. I felt like there's been a lot of start and stop here. 25 laps complete, yellow, yellow, yellow on the speedway, and that will allow Todd to take another look. So he's had that replay button busy, and he'll do it again.
I'm trying to figure out what went wrong here. And I think the 120, the 07. Yep, that's what went wrong. The 07 around, Peyton Herring made contact with Logan Herring. So contact between family members, Phil, and ends in the 07 getting the worst end of the stick. And he's going to go back to the back of the pack. He was already there, Phil, but now he's going to go to the extreme back. A tough break for the 07 of Peyton Herring.
Certainly is. Peyton versus Logan. You know, we know those battles can kind of happen. You don't like to see them, but if they're in the right house together, that could justify a flying water bottle.
I don't know if that's such a good idea.
I do. I condone a flying water bottle.
Well, I would like a water bottle just spraying all over me right now. Yeah.
Ooh. Moisture and PCs don't work too well, though. May want to keep the spraying water away. I'm an advocate for the empty water bottle.
Yeah.
But one's heard.
You're right. So I want to give another big shout out, Phil. We only have 2 supporters left. We had 4 at one point. Now we're down to 2. I'd like to see some more supporters here in Full Velocity Racing Network. I know people support what we do. I don't know if we've done something wrong to lose our supporters. I don't know. I just like to see more supporters. It feels like the support sometimes is there and sometimes it's not there. I don't know what's going on there. I really don't. Is it summertime? Are we doing something wrong? Do you want us to change something here on the Full Velocity Racing Network? Hey, we're open to ideas. Hit us up, right, Phil? We're always looking for something new.
We are looking for anything different, entertaining, excitement-driven.
And we're not dancing.
We'll dance. We'll sing. Todd will make TikToks.
As long as I can feel like a superhero.
Hey, why not? You might want to be a superhero again. We're going to call a race going on near the lead position, but
in yellow.
The pace truck is back on the track, and it feels like we've seen a lot of the pace truck here tonight. Why are we going to yellow this time?
We're going to have to take a look-see here. Looks like some contact back here, and is that Peyton Herring again? No. I'm not sure who that was, Phil. Oh, it might be Daffrin. The number 51 of Bradley Wilson, actually. Bradley Wilson.
Not Bradley P. Wilson.
He was involved in the contact afterwards. Bryce Daffrin was around, and it looked like he had maybe a little help there, did Bryce Daffrin. I'm going to double check. I can ever click on his name. It's like the flying tuna here. So Bryce Daffrin, let's take a look at him. So Salter gets off the embankment, clips the wall, and then gets Bryce Daffrin. That's unfortunate there. Daffrin goes around the knot, and then the 51, Wilson gets involved afterwards. After the fact, goes around, skirting around, and that is enough to bring out a yellow flag here, Phil, on lap number, what is it, lap number, I can't math tonight.
28.
28. We're going to say 28. Yes.
We got 7 laps remaining. I think Jim Place is on to something. Might need to use the 3-strike rule.
Yeah.
May need to. I'm an advocate for 2 and part. But 3 strikes and you're out. That makes you feel like baseball's coming. I like that. More of that, Kip. Thank you for that right there. Let's go green flag racing. We put it back in the air. Jay Place leads, but look at the new contenders on his backside. Casey Brunson there. Dylan Thomas is there. even guys like DJ Kilinowski, they snuck their way to the top 10. There's some new players here late. Is there enough laps for these drivers to enter their way in the picture?
We're going to have to wait and see. Casey Brunson up to the extreme top side. He has got the motor off the corner there, Phil. At number 16 of Jay Place right now, trying to find something. You can see him. He's been searching here the last couple of laps as Jay Place right now holding on to the top spot. Casey Brunson faster last time by again. And then the number 16, so Jay Place going to have to jump up to where Brunson's been fast, and that's up on the outside, Phil. That's a way to sneak it up there, is steal the outside group, steal where that guy is running, and maybe find an ounce of moisture up there that's going to propel him to a race win. Casey Brunson is not going to go away without a fight. He'll sit back there and read that 16 to Jay Place. We'll see what's going to happen here in closing laps. We're going to get him up on 3 to go this time by.
3 laps remain, and less than 3 car lengths separate the race leader Jay Place from Casey Brunson. They run 1 and 2. Down in the number 1 and 2, Dylan Thomas, a great run tonight for the 03. He will run third. Does he have a late race dash to make? We're running out of time this time around. The 2 sticks down, 2 more trips around. Can Jay Place hold off Casey Brunson?
Jay Place down off into turn number 1. Brunson right there, and we're going to get a yellow as the Yardbird, the number 03 of Dylan Thomas, also starting to make his presence known there in the last couple of laps. So let's see what caused this one. Is it Adam? Okay. Well, Phil, I'm going to tell you, the old adage again brings out the yellow. Stop up the track here in turns 3 and 4. Just wait till that yellow flag comes out. You see the pace truck, and then keep going. That belongs to the 42 of Adam Homerding.
It in. Stopped out of 4, laid up against the wall. Pace truck starts rolling. 42 car fires. Shenanigans.
Magical.
I call shenanigans.
All types of magical, and everything was going to happen there, and they don't get to see what race has been going on. Jay Place and Casey Brunson, and I believe that number 03 of Dylan Thomas going to put on a whale of a show there towards this one. So we'll see if that's going to be the case here. It's going to be rather difficult, so Casey Brunson going to have to throw everything at him, including that kitchen sink, heck, maybe even the fire extinguisher that you keep in there for fire suppression, Phil. You have to throw everything you can out for the weight, and hopefully it's not an anchor.
Hey, can I put the announcer's hex out there?
You could.
How about the biggest gainer of the night? 24th to 11th. Oh, Wreck-It Rolls. Brett Rolls on 17. 24th to 11th.
He's going to tumble.
He may still tumble. He's got time. He's made a gain for the back to the middle. He's had a good night. Biggest gain, 24th to 11th. Good job, Brett. We're proud of you. Don't screw it up.
So the bad race in number 16, Jay Place getting ready to light the wick, light the fire off of turn number 4. Loud pedal down, green flag out. 16 of Jay Place leads the charge down into turn number 1. As that white flag comes out to 4th place. Down the back straightaway, here comes Casey Brunson. One last ditch effort. He's going to throw everything he's got at him. Jay Place dives it down low. Brunson up high off a turn. Number 4, the winner here tonight at Lernerville Speedway, the 16 of Jay Place. Second going to go to Casey Brunson. Dylan Thomas for 3. Dixon Slinger for 4. Landon Caps for 5. DJ Kalinowski, Josh Peacock, Jack Ritz, and Derek Fedkenauer. Oh, it changed a little bit. Josh Peacock, Jack Ritz, Brett Rolls, Ron Piles round out your top 10.
About that, Brett gets a 9th. Good job by Raging Ron tonight. Get a top 10.
He beat him
68. You've got Dustin Hall for 11th. Torrin Schertz 12th. Jason Salter, Bryson Dafford, Larry Townsend running up the top 15 with John Kennedy, Logan Herron, Bradley Wilson, Derek Fetkenhauer, Peyton Herron, Jeremy Vaughn, Adam Hubbarding, Jaron Hazen, and Curtis Uphoff, completing our 24 cars tonight. The big winner, once again, another win this season for Jay Place. We'll talk to him and the rest of our top 3 next in the post-race show. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
No whisper
Testing.
target found.
Testing. 1, 2. Do
No
you
whisper
hear me
target
now?
found. No whisper
in
target
pod.
found.
Can you hear me in
Hey,
Discord?
wake up.
I hear you here. Try me over there. Nope. I don't hear you. Echo?
No echo.
No whisper
Echo?
target. No
No,
whisper
I don't hear
target
you in
found.
Discord. Okay.
No.
All right,
No
we're back
whisper.
here live on the Full Velocity Racing Network in the post-race show presented by BladeNode.com. Simple web solutions powered by nerds, web hosting, DPS servers, dedicated servers. They do it all. Check them out at BladeNode.com today. Tell them that Todd and Phil sent you. They'll be happy to hear. Good race here in Leonardville tonight. The winner is Jay Place. Casey Brunson in for 2. And the third place finish tonight, I believe we did this one night ago. Our buddy, the Yardbird, Dylan Thomas, a third place run on the dirt in Lernerville. Dylan, a really good night. Your car was really solid, quick all night long. We just didn't have that long green flag run I think we all expected to make these cars really come in and go. But tell us about your run out there. You had a good car.
I had a blast, man. I have no clue where I started, but I think we had that first caution on lap 3 or 4, and I looked up and I was running 7th. I'm not sure how I got there, but I may have made a few people mad, but it's okay. Let's boys have at it. We'll get over it, I guess. Sorry to them, though.
13th. You finish up third in it's a place like Lernerville. There's no walls to save us. It's a rhythm type of racetrack. How much not having that benefit of a little bit of a green flag run did that play into you guys? Was it tough to get into a rhythm and judge a joint like this?
I'm sure y'all have watched me enough. You've learned that I hate short runs. I need a good long run to get into a rhythm. And we had one decent one right there where I got into a rhythm on the bottom. The bottom went away, and I don't know. The top kind of scared me because I ran way too much gear because I wanted to run the bottom the whole night. I was set up for it, and it just went away too quick for me. But it was a absolute blast.
Well, we had a lot of fun watching you. Good to see you 2 nights in a row on the podium, Dylan. That was a great thing. We'll hopefully do this again a lot more real soon. But I'll give you the mic here one more time and let you thank your team, your crew, your sponsors who are out there maybe watching us here tonight.
I got to thank Mike M Designs, as always, for a good-looking car, and all the guys over at SSR for helping me get a little bit quicker at this deal. I think I'm finding some speed finally, and I think that's about it.
Everybody, love is going to talk to this guy, the Yardbird, Dylan Thomas, a third place run here tonight at the Lernerville Speedway. We'll let him go, as I'm sure he's got a lot more racing he's going to go off and do, and we will go down here. And can it be we get to the podium, we get to the post-race show, and I see our old buddy, Mr. Casey Brunson, finishing up second here tonight. Case, it's been a while, buddy. How you doing?
Oh, yeah, we're doing good. No second in this league. Like I said last week, I had the same to win, apparently, but guess we'll take our seconds, keep on having fun.
Exactly right. No practice here tonight. You started at the back. You finished up second. Did we need a little bit more green flag for you to have a run in Jay? I think your car was plenty good. We just didn't get that run to make it work.
I don't know. If we had another 5 or 10 laps, me and Jay were going to have a hell of a race, but the race is the race, length is the length. So it was a good race. Not really a whole lot of practice. I decided 3 minutes before the session was done to come in here and run it anyway. So good race, good fun. Can't wait to next week.
All right, the most important question of the night. How's the race car running? How's the mod doing? We haven't seen too much going on.
It's going decent. We got a win the other week, or early last month, but it's just been going decent. It's hot out here. no fun anymore. Sweating 10 pounds off ain't very fun, but we're just gonna keep on keeping on.
Sure it is. I know it's been
Target
warm up here. I'm sure it is definitely warm in the deep south where you are, buddy. But it's good to hear your voice. A second place run here tonight, Case. Who do you got to thank for this good run?
I'd like to thank everybody put on this league. Bulletproof Motorsports, all my teams over there. JP Design, Joshua Peacock, and y'all for broadcasting. Haven't talked to you, Phil, so happy to hear your voice.
Certainly, likewise, for sure. Here he is, folks. Love this guy, sweetheart. Casey Brunson, a second place run here tonight in Lernerville. We'll let him go, and we will walk down, and we'll throw it down the winner's circle. I know Todd was going to attempt to make his way down there, but we were having some technical gremlins. Todd, are you there? Are you able to play with Jay Place, or am I taking a walk? All right, that's my cue. I hear Todd through TeamSpeak, but I don't hear him in the Discord. So Todd's got an issue.
What about Festus, Todd?
I've been having it all night long, but I'll take the interview. We're down here, all hopped over the wall. We crawl through the crowd and back of the winner's circle. Mr. Jay Place out of the race car. Jay, car was flawless all night long. Had a great hill draw to qualifying. Win your heat. Had track position working for you all night long, and this race car was flawless there, buddy. Tell us about your run.
Yes, sir. The last few days I've been tweaking a few setups, just trying to get the top perfect. Because, I mean, you make that one small mistake and you fall it off, and it's going to cost you the whole race. So, luckily I got good teammates down at Bad Racing, Laney Caps, CJ Howell, Brass Navern helped me out, turned inches on the car, getting this thing bad faster tonight.
It was certainly fast. You had track position on your side. We did see a lot more yellow than I think we all kind of anticipated here at Lernerville. Usually a pretty clean racetrack for all of us. It's tough for these guys getting a rhythm. You had to keep timing those restarts. Yes, it's Delaware double file restarts, but did that make it a little bit more challenging, or is that kind of at your leisure, having to set that pace every start?
I mean, it's an advantage. It definitely is, because nobody else knows when you're firing. So if you can get that distance from the restart, it's pretty good. You get yourself a chance then. I mean, sometimes it's tricky when they fire with you. You don't want to pinch them down to the grass, but yeah, definitely an advantage. I had Jack Gritz all over me tonight, and Brunson, he was all over me tonight too. So just in restarts was able to get me out front and won the feature that way.
Times you take him how you get him. Your car was certainly quick. You adjusted on it. You got the job done. But once again, another win in this series, Jay. You keep extending this point lead to the middle part of the year. And I'm looking really good toward the end or half of this. We move to the fall month coming up. But another win. I'll give you the mic here one more time. Let you thank your team, your crew, and whoever out there may be watching.
Thank you, sir. I'd like to thank my new team, everybody down at Bad Racing, Brass and Daffer, for putting me on. All the fans that they're watching, all my family watching, you guys for the great broadcast. Brunson for running me clean every week. I know he's going to end up beating me sometime during the season. Jack Rich running me clean, and everybody that's watching, all the people putting the league on.
You're right. Well, here he is, folks, picking up yet another win. Now the Bad Racing, number 16, with Jay Place taking down the win. I'm certainly sure we'll talk more of him over the course of what has been a very good season for the 16 car. We'll let him go, and that'll close the show here tonight from Lernerville. So we'll let Todd off the hook. I know we were having some issues here with Discord. I certainly was too. My mic's all jacked. We'll try to get that fixed. Thanks to Todd for his help. Thanks to Jack, to Ron, to all the gang over here at Full Velocity. Thanks to all of you for watching. We'll see you back here live next time on the Full Velocity Racing Network.